And welcome back to the second game of the three-legged turtle minus the E game. And with the Catarific is a cutie, also is a powerful name running the Kazakhs back. Maybe he saw the game yesterday. I like these odd, peculiar names of solo queue. But anyways, our big game yesterday, today from three-legged turtle. 10-5, I think, on the Kazakhs, making dominating plays, setting up kills, and allowing to carry the game. And let's see how he's going to do on the Cho'Gath right now. And I believe Cho'Gath just got himself a few buffs his last patch. He's going to be able to land a lot more slows with the Void Spikes right there. Rav, do you want to run us down some of the Cho'Gath changes?
Yeah, the his rupture, the Q, just got drastically reduced for cooldown. So on the first level, it goes from 10 seconds to 8 seconds, and then a little bit less throughout the other levels. And the mana cost on the W on the silence has also been reduced. Getting just a general buff throughout most parts of his kit. This is the first time I've seen him on the 714 patch, and we're going to see him in the jungle. I mean, traditionally, I believe I've saw him more in the top lane. Well, actually, no, I've seen him generally mid lane, top lane, and jungle. So it will be interesting. This is high platinum play with our friend Three-Legged Turtle. This is the second game in a row that we're casting of his. Exel here, Mr.Gold, joining me for this wondrous duo cast. Already action in the mid lane.
Yeah, the Akali takes down the Malzard to chunks a bit. This is going to be a hard matchup for I guess the Akali, the suppression and everything might make it a day. The Akali's going to want to get ahead and try and trade as much as he can, and punishing the Malzar with those hits right there. But the sustain.
Back, though, by Mouse.
It looks like we have a nice solo queue looking bar down the bot lane right there. I love that skin. That's the one I always see Aframu hold all the time when he's able to get his nice plays right there. So he's going to have big shoes to fill.
Action once again happening all throughout the map. Top lane's getting traded. Mid lane looks like they're just farming out at this point. And bot lane, Lucian's trying to push in the wave with Janna, but with Janna as your support, it's very difficult to push in a wave. Generally, Bard will have the pushing advantage. Action in mid lane. Akali's going in hard. Malzahar's like, "What? You call that hard? I'm gonna go get you with the purple aids, space aids as they call it." And Akali is not liking that. Definitely not a fan of the sickness as they call, and looking at going back, but she's going to lose too many minions and XP if she goes back at this point.
Yeah, if the Malzar ran the Ignite right there, he would have had a kill. And it looks like the Akali has the opportunity. All he has to do is land a couple more skill shots.
Now,
or poke a bit.
She flashed for that, and she still has Ignite. That would have been close. She's saving that surprisingly long time. She had a couple times she could have used it.
And they're going on the Jhin, the bot. This could be for first blood right there, but the exhausts go out, but the Jhin is going for it. Oh, the heal bait comes in to keep the Janna alive. Now the Janna is in trouble right now. They're going to have to stun up there, but here comes a spike for the first blood isolated kill, but looks like the Janna goes down first. Great play there in the bottom lane right there, Rav.
Yeah, and a slight advantage always goes for the first blood. Even though Kazakhs was able to pick up the return kill, you have first blood gold over to the Jhin, and let's see if he can get his Dirk. Yeah, just not enough gold at this point. It's going to go with the double long swords and the rejuvenation bead, sort of a curious item to be going as an AD carry. But we're going to have to see how that develops and whether that kill gives him a damage advantage on bot lane.
Oh, we'll see how much advantage it gives right now, but anything's possible. So top lane, the Gnar versus the Aurelia is typically known as really is going to be a counter pick to the Gnar, just by for that pull right there, how much easier he's able to get in there and get the strong engage, and then to get out if he's pressuring the Mega Gnar. But I want to see this matchup. Well, here we go, back at the top.
The Vortal Spike. Everything. You really shouldn't be engaging that fight again once you miss your two skill shots.
And the Ignite comes into play right there in the middle lane and gets a kill right there. Nice play there. Having the Ignite is just so important. I really feel like the Malzar should be running Ignite just to get some added play. More pressure for the full combo.
Yeah, he went for mobility and went Ghost. which is great in late game when you're trying to get your ultimate off, and it's just about getting to
Ludicrous
the that.
action in the bot lane. Three-legged turtle making huge pressure there, coming in, assisting, killing the Lucian. Lucian does not want to get far behind on this matchup. He needs to be staying relatively eased because the Jhin is going to be ridiculously powerful in the mid game when he gets his curtain call, and it's blowing up the squishier members of the team if they can't engage properly. The Jhin is not going to be able to save you from the curtain call. All it really is going to be that Gnar is going to be able to soak up hits if he is in Mega Gnar form.
And Cho'Gath falling a little bit behind in the jungle. Yes, he's got 2 assists, but has a CS disadvantage and does not have that kill like Kha'Zix does. So he's wanting to get to level 6 as quick as possible so he can start farming up his stacks, which now do not die when he dies. They remain for the rest of the game, but you can only have 5 traditional minion stacks, and then you have to find champion kill stacks, epic monster stacks, those types. So it's much more key on where
nice
you
play. And the
Yes.
Janna goes down, blows the flash, but gets it, taking too much harass with the after the bar gets the lockdown there against the wall right there. Looks like Kha'Zix is coming bot lane. It might be a bit of a party going right there with 3 take turtle going in.
Wouldn't be advisable with the Janna going down, and with 3-legged turtle and Cho'Gath counter ganking here in the bot. Let's see if he lands the Q. It could be Cat's call. No, it's not. Lucian just being able to sidestep to the right. He's like, I think I'll go over there and get away from your CC, Mr. Cho'Gath.
How gentlemanly, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, we got a big roam coming top lane. This could be nice for a dive right there. It has been spotted out, but is going to be able to run. We'll be able to burst him down. So let's see what happens if it really wants to go in. Blow some flashes. Yeah, Achilles going to go right for it right there.
Gnar does not have the ability to go Mega
yes.
Gnar. No rage bar equals 1 dead Gnar.
What are you thinking up in the top lane? I've seen this before the other game with like his Malphite. If you know you're dead, run. Like, don't stick around. Being at half health and less when you're not doing so great within
action in bot lane, you're absolutely right. We just got to put this on pause. We have a team fight going on. Bard getting the double stun. Now he's 3 members running after him. He knows he's dead. He's just trying to waste a little bit of red team's time. And with that kill, now they're only down 900 gold. This game is anybody's. 5 kills to 2.
Team fight, team good night. That's gold power for you.
Oh, already with the self-promotion. I love it, Mr. Gold. You got to get your name out there somehow, and if it means tying it to an ability or a play, by all means.
Well, I'm already suckling on to the T to Rav Exel, so I'm doing pretty good.
If only all were so lucky.
Yes, unfortunately, having a delayed reaction, it wasn't the best. I'd like you to have more affirmative. That just sounds weird otherwise. All right, with that awkwardness right now, I just want to retort something on Reddit right now. Apparently, Liquid, the 2-8 record, has a 16.6 or 7 percentage right now, which is exactly the same amount of percent chance of having cancer in your life. How about that, on the numbers? That's the top form on Reddit now. It's getting gold. People are really buying into the whole pre-Liquid thing, right?
Wow, I'm going to have to check that one out. I unfortunately thought the cancer rates were higher than that. But
for us. Lands the void, spikes in top lane. Here we go. Nowhere to go, and down goes to Gnar. That's that counter matchup. Gnar doesn't like the fight. He can't bully him around with the boomerang because it really is going to be engaging.
Kali putting pressure on mid lane. She's going in onto the Malzahar, but he just went ahead and walked back. Bottom lane being pressured, and this is how this lane should necessarily be going. It should be Jhin and Bard pushing the Janna lane with Lucian into the tower and trying to get this first tower. Meanwhile,
they're protecting
we have Kha'Zix being able to solo out the jungler and leaving the kill. Does not leave the kill. Ends up picking it up for Bard. Curtains
doesn't
call,
even need
the minions. Sorry, go ahead, Mr. Gold.
I say, doesn't even need the curtains call. Great plays there. Looks like this guy's connecting. I told you when I saw the offer move skin of choice on the Bard. You're going to be pretty good. I know my Bards are never that good. I always usually E into some sort of death.
probably followed by some rage and quitters on your team.
Myself, yes.
Jin
Oh,
trying to
Akali.
focus down that tower is able to pick it up.
Oh,
Took a little bit of
action in mid
damage.
lane. Akali's got ganked. Oh, Akali thought he had the Malzar, but unable to return with the Kazakhs coming in there. And it looks like three-legged turtle's like, no, I'm coming in too. I'm chomping and
The
biting
only,
off a lot right now. He wasn't buffed that much, and he hands a kill over. Three-legged turtle. I don't know if you're watching at home, but bad void monster.
Yeah, I mean, he you could tell what he wanted to do. He wanted to get one of the members down and then chomp him for the death, but with that Malzahar silence, just not able to get the ability off. So great timing for Malzahar using his silence at the right moment as to not allow that ability to go off, and that's the second death for three-legged turtle. And unfortunately, not too many stacks as of yet. So right now he's got 1 of 6 stacks, one stack right now. So at 11 minutes, 1 stack, not necessarily where he wants to be. Would probably want to focus the Rift Herald or the Dragon just to pick up one of those epic monster stacks. So a little bit more focus on picking up one of those 2 objectives, if only to get some of these early valuable stacks going off.
Yeah, did they change the stacking mechanic, or are they keeping it still pretty much the same?
They're keeping it pretty much the same, but the chomp damage was a little bit different, and how much percent of damage you do is based on how much extra life you're getting through the bonus stack. So pretty much everything stayed the same since his major rework. He just got buffed
Oh,
around the clock.
engage in mid right there. It looks like Bard's in trouble. Was able to passage away. Nice job getting away right there, but I thought he was in big trouble. And he ults himself, just basically saying, "You're not going to kill me." Not really necessary, though. I'm not sure who they're expecting to go in there, but nice job there.
I
Not
was
giving
fully
away any.
expecting the Kazakhs to follow him in and get stunned, but that's not how that team fight went off. But you have an even trade in mid lane, and doesn't look like anyone's going for any objectives right now. Kazakh's going to be farming a little bit of his own jungle, and 3 members of Red trying to push this wave in and cause a little mid pressure, possibly to swing over and get this Rift Herald. But not before getting this tower. This could be a couple objectives. We have Aurelia going top lane. She's having 2 members jump in on her, but it doesn't look like the Kazakhs wants to dive too hard on that.
Well, just to let you know that nice tower was brought to you in part by the cheap box of wine on Excel's nightstand.
Alas, I have not gotten a box of those in many months.
Uh,
I have to go with a glass of water in a Oreo challenge cup currently. But
what sort of Oreo challenge? How does that work?
it's called the Oreo Dunk Challenge, where they give you a glass of
Oh,
milk with an
Kazakh finds the
Oreo.
isolation on the Kazakhs, but he's not able to bring him down. He's running for his life. And now the curtains call comes back, but here comes the Meganar. Oh, and he is down one there. But now Megamar is in trouble. It looks like they're kiting back, but there really is just coming with the Trinity Force box and it brings down the Nar. And just going to keep in chasing. Isolation damage is going on the Aurelia, but he's able to go backing on the Malzar. Run, my hero. Suppressing damage, but you're going nowhere. Don't have the damage right there. Nice playing, grouping right there. 1 for 2 set overall.
1 for
Huge
3
pressures.
there, just as a small correction. Big advantage now for blue team. Now 3,000 gold lead. They are going to be picking up this turret, and let's see if they pick up an objective afterwards. Could possibly be a Rift Herald. Let's see. Let's see where they focus. Yeah, it was 3. Probably Nar, Malzahar.
Malza.
Yeah, Malzahar with 2 deaths.
It was a 1 for 2.
I thought it was a 1 of 3. I saw 3 people dead on the.
It was Jin, Nar, Malzar, or Trust the Gold Power.
Well, either way, team fight win. And yeah, they are going ahead and they're trying to make this a 2 objective team fight win. Let's see if he picks up the stack. Does pick up the stack. Now, let's see if we can get a visual on how many stacks this gentleman has. Yeah.
They grabbed the Kazakhs, but And the stun lands. Wow, pro play. The void spike should be coming up next to some slows, but they bit up more than they could chew right there. Looks like the culling is probably coming up soon. They better get back right now because this could be a slaughter right now. Yeah, and they're going to be able to follow. The culling will be up momentarily. Let's see what's going to happen.
I'm not sure why blue team decided to go up towards that blue buff and engage. They got the mid tower, they got Cloud Dragon, they got the Rift Herald on the other side. They're literally taking everything on the map and decide to fight a team fight as well. It was just a little bit more than you need to be doing. I mean, doing 3 things on the map is enough. You don't need to be going for a 4th.
Oh, there was that play, but that the Bard hit is able to land the ultimate onto a Q on terrain for a stun. That's pretty impressive. Sometimes when you see that up, you're like, I got to make that play. I don't care if I lose. I got to make that play.
That's a good point. And Bard having an excellent game so far, 2-1-5, and is just being in the right place in the right time. And whenever he's been getting chunked down, has been getting the voyage to safety, and red team's just been struggling to finish him off.
Yeah, again, curious play there, but I want to see what we're gonna do with the Akali. I think I'd like to see them rotate him into like a side lane somewhere, get some more farm. He can probably effectively kill most of the solo laners right now, barring maybe Gnar, right? So let's see what they do with him. This will be the interesting part, or able to communicate to him.
Really a diving Gnar under turret. What a huge advantage she has over him right now. 1 level and all kinds of items, and they're going to try to turn this onto the Kazakhs. Really, it does have the damage, but Janna's able to... Wow, that's so much damage, and they're going to get 3 kills on this top lane with the tower being... Okay, just spoke a little bit too soon. They got the 2 kills. They got the tower pressure.
Comes the curtain call. Let's see what happens.
A little bit of an unusual curtain call there. I don't think he got a single shot off. This is really... Yeah.
There's your 3rd kill.
4-0 and 3. She just has not been stopped. And now you have 4 blue team putting pressure on this top tower. You're going to have a massive 6,000 gold lead after this.
That's not even with the fact that the Akali's in the other lane. And there goes the 4th kill on the play, maybe even a 5th kill. This is looking pretty much it could be lights out soon. The Akali still is in bot lane and can pretty much probably kill the Malzahar off turret right there. So we'll see what happens there. Great play by the Bard by stopping that turret from casting. This kills going over to the ability there. It's going to make him pretty much unstoppable in these next fights. They don't really have an answer. They're going to have to hit suppress, and this is going to help at least getting a kill back on the Jhin there. So you got to be careful where you're always back, right? Not King too cocky. You do not want to give kills back over this team to allow them to have a chance in this game. Let's see what's going on in bot lane right there. I'm kind of curious. Any chance of a dive we're seeing here, Rav? It looks like he running right now.
He's going to run very cowardly. I would call him yellow, but you could clearly see Akali's dressed in green. Did not opt for the chroma.
He's jealous.
A little bit. Remo F Knight 2. Dropping the ball on the chromas. Going natural. Or naturel, as the 2 Frenchmen would say.
Oh, he's going to catch him in top lane. Oh, he should have risked it and gone for it. Now he's going to be in trouble now.
Trolling, showing the mastery.
Run, sweet prince, run. And with the Janet there might be able to help it, but the Trinity Force procs are going to be too strong. The flash has had to be blown. And
meanwhile,
nice play there.
Lucian's getting bursted in the mid lane. That's mostly Jhin and Bard doing that damage with Cho'Gath just being there to scumbag steal kill. A little bit of a miss ultimate. It's the first complete whiff that we've seen of Bard, but that's okay. They're able to chain. Oh, beautiful jump over the wall by Kazakhs. I thought he was gone for sure, but able to know where you can jump and where can't you. But not a lot of wave clear here for the red team. Really, it's only Malzahar, and he's frankly a little bit scared to get this close to the team.
Oh, wouldn't you be too if you had to face that guy?
Yeah, pretty much. He's going defensive too, going Abyssal Mask as a first item instead of the Morellonomicon. That's how poorly this game is going for red team. When your Malzahar is building a first item defense item.
Oh, it could be worse. You could have a disconnected player.
That's about it at this point. 6,000 gold lead, maintaining. Gnar trying the engage. This Gnar has just been all left feet. not been able to get any sort of advantage in top lane, losing both his turrets. Finally gets the knockdown here, and Malzahar is able to pick up that kill. Baby Nar trying to get the slowdown, does have the red buff, could continue to press this, but if blue team were to turn around,
They
might be able
finally
to pick
bring
up
the
a kill.
Aurelia down. Are you at 2020?
2032.
Oh,
Yeah, kind of big on that one. I don't know how to pause it, frankly.
that's fine. Don't worry. There's a pause button. It's actually kind of exciting. It's more of a dynamic play class when we're on different parts of the game. It really allows our creativity to shine.
Flash in from the Akali. Not only did she pick up the inhibitor, but flashed in on the Lucian under turret, and there's not much left of this game to be cast.
I've been waiting for the Akali to get in a position to actually take someone out like that. Finally, it gets to happen because if your Akali can't be doing that, she's not really the strongest team fight champion, right? And she's strong late game, but she's
Uh,
not your like designer. She's not a
Absolutely,
Galileo.
definitely a burst assassin, and she's only died once so far, just like the Aurelia. So really, both solo laners doing beyond excellent from blue team, and three-legged turtle is going to go ahead and start this Infernal Dragon, and really, red team's nowhere to be found to be challenging for this.
Well, they're found in their jungle being caught by Aurelia, and she's going to go down quickly. I don't think even with the isolation. Oh, nice play there with the Howling Gale, keep him back, and Aurelia goes down, but manages to take down the Aurelia. Shutdown goals for the Kazakhs. I don't think there's a point in the game where Kazakhs is going to be stronger one-on-one, even with isolation damage. If I do remember my item builds correctly, and looks like we got the Achille put some pressure in the bot lane. They need two to respond.
Well, they send three, and all she does is run away.
And she's unloading on the Malzahar. He gets a suppression on her, and it stays down with the bar going down. Looks like double kill. This is going to be pretty much could close the game out with those two kills.
They're definitely going to get at least a mid turret off of this, possibly more. Looks like they're definitely going to be getting more, also the inhibitor, and it looks like they're just looking how to finish this game. Going in on the Kazakhs, I really just being able to do all kinds of damage cannot be stopped. So that's multiple characters on blue team, both the Akali and the Aurelia, able to just about one-on-two any members of red team. A little bit deep there by the Aurelia, but it doesn't matter. She's just being able to take all types of damage, and the surrender goes down at 9,000 gold up, and only one Nexus turret remaining. Blue team, three-legged turtle, maybe we're his three-legged charms. And he's won his second game.
That was punny, Rav. I like that. And big game there by a three-legged turtle. Excellent game. Unfortunately, the other team just couldn't get their act together in the mid game and just got demolished. Probably a little bit too hard. I don't know if I agree with the surrender vote at that point, but I don't think it really hurt their chances of winning that game too much. The way things are going.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same odds of winning that game. But this one a little bit more of a decisive game than our first game. But great objective control. Both the top lane and the mid lane getting way out ahead. And it didn't really matter that bot lane got down 60 farm. Lucian not able to pick up a single kill throughout this entire game. And oh, you know what? I was just confusing last game with this game. This farm was about even on this one, but bot lane went about roughly even. Yeah, solo lanes for the win. Mr.Gold, any last words?
All I can say is that game was ganking and banking, my friend. Three-legged turtle, again, taking small advantages into big swings. And I'll tell you this, kids at home, the game is a lot easier when you have a solo lane monster. Both games, the top lane has been decided with the bruiser getting ahead. Because when your bruiser gets ahead, any team is not going to have the damage to bring him down quickly, and he's just pretty much going to scale for the next 30 minutes, and you're going to be a very difficult time, especially if he gets that lead even further.
Enough said. Mr. Gold, Rav Exel. Ciao.